Hello everyone. This will be our 15th video on how to integrate multi-agent systems with AI for sales directors to make their job easier.
Hello again. Now that we know in depth the multi-agent system, its scalability capabilities, automation, and hybrid models, I think the time has come to go one step further. It is crucial that we take advantage of this technology not only to optimize the daily operation, but also to have a clear view of the market from a strategic perspective. Therefore, I have an important question. Can we apply the SWOT analysis from this artificial intelligence system both to our current customers and to that market that we have not yet converted? Would it be possible to transform this traditional analysis into a dynamic, up-to-date, and useful tool for real business decision-making?
Of course it is. In fact, one of the great benefits of having a multi-agent system connected to multiple data sources is that we can generate a dynamic, living, actionable SWOT. We are no longer talking about a document that is updated once a year in a planning meeting, but a tool that evolves with the market, with your portfolio, and with your opportunities. And what's more, we can work with a very powerful two-pronged approach. 1. SWOT for your current customers, based on the deep knowledge you already have of them. 2. SWOT for the remaining market that is not yet a customer, but could become one if we apply business intelligence. This allows us to make decisions based on objective evidence, not just intuition. An intelligent system that detects patterns, early signals, hidden opportunities, and incipient threats without the need for constant manual analysis.
Perfect. I love that idea of the SWOT moving from being a static file to something dynamic. Let's start with today's customers. What would a SWOT analysis with AI look like for them? What kind of data do we analyze? What kind of information do we get? What does that look like in practice?
For your current clients, the system analyzes all the interaction history you have had with them since they entered the pipeline until today. Contracts signed, renewal frequency, and average duration. Margin generated by each customer or segment. Loyalty level measured with RFM analysis. Recency, frequency, monetary value. Feedback collected automatically from meetings, calls, emails, and surveys. Analysis of opportunities won, lost, or stalled. Participation in additional services and level of technology adoption. With this live database, we build a real-time SWOT. A typical example would show the following. Strengths: consolidated relationship with certain key customers who repeat year after year. Differentiating services already implemented with a high degree of satisfaction. High renewal rate in strategic segments, such as industrial or energy. Growing average ticket in critical infrastructure. Clients. High degree of technical knowledge of the team that manages key accounts. Weaknesses may include low presence in high potential areas, such as certain southern regions. Reliance on a small number of large accounts for a significant portion of revenue. Slow renewal processes, even with too many manual tasks or lack of automation. Customers with growth potential that are not being activated correctly. Difficulty in scaling certain services to all segments due to internal barriers. Opportunities can be cross-selling of services that are already successful in other sectors or areas. Introduction of AI-based predictive maintenance, with high impact on loyalty. Reactivation of inactive accounts through personalized and automated campaigns. Transition to longer or larger contracts with satisfied customers. Digital training and certification as an added value after sales. Threats can be loss of customers to more aggressive proposals and price or with new functionalities. Changes of internal managers in the client without a clear strategy of continuity. Tiredness of certain customers due to lack of novelties or evolution in the value proposition. Entry of new players in sectors where you previously had a clear competitive advantage.
Very complete. And the best part is that with agents already deployed, that analysis doesn't require interviews or manual surveys, right? It's all automated and constantly updated, right?
Exactly. The system is fed by the data that already exists in your organization. CRM, ERP, emails, forms, recorded meetings, satisfaction reports, etc. And it does so without human intervention. This allows us to have an updated diagnosis at all times. Now, let's move on to the second approach, which is where growth is at stake. the SWOT for the market that is not yet a customer.
That is where the future lies, without a doubt. How is this analysis constructed? What sources are used? Can we anticipate market behavior?
No doubt about it. Here we use external data, market intelligence, and predictive tools. Here are some sources: public information, tenders, calls for tenders, sector trends, investment news. Competitive analysis. Agents capture competitor movements, launches, price drops, mergers. Activity in social networks and specialized press. Processed through scraping and semantic AI. Behavioral models based on historical adoption patterns in other sectors or countries. We collect all this, process it, and turn it into a SWOT of the potential market. Here is a realistic example. Strengths: recognized brand in certain industry niches with good technical reputation. Solid success stories that can be replicated in similar companies. Broad, customizable service catalog with a clear advantage in flexibility. Operational capacity to deploy solutions in reduced times, even in complex projects. Weaknesses: limited visibility in channels where new decision makers move, such as LinkedIn or specialized forums. Difficulty of direct access to C-level in large corporations. Limited resources in active commercial prospecting. Dependence on traditional marketing and sales methods. Opportunities: growth of investment in energy transition, sustainability, and digitalization. Regulatory frameworks that push companies to modernize their processes and systems. Geographic areas with low current penetration, but high demand potential. Technological differentiation as a lever to enter mature markets. Strategic alliances with complementary solution providers. Threats: emerging competitors with simpler and cheaper technological proposals. Saturation of proposals in some sectors, making it difficult to stand out. Sudden legislative changes that affect expansion planning. Clients opting for in-house solutions instead of outsourcing.
This gives me a very clear vision, both of how to consolidate what we already have and how to expand with strategy. Having this double layer of analysis allows me to prioritize, make better decisions, and reduce the risk of improvisation.
That is the objective. To make SWOT analysis a living compass that not only serves to understand the present, but also to anticipate the future, and that it does not live disconnected from the rest of your tools, but integrated. You can connect the SWOT with your dashboards, with your business alerts, and even with your automation flows so that the system proposes actions when it detects a specific opportunity or threat.
And can this also be seen by the commercial team or only by management?
It can be adapted by levels. You can have a consolidated executive SWOT for management, one by geographic area for territory managers, one by business line for product managers, and a simplified one for each salesperson. You can even receive automatic alerts when something changes. For example, if a customer shows signs of flight risk, or if a new tender matches your portfolio. All of this can be configured.
Perfect. It seems to me the best way to make strategic business decisions, with global vision, data-driven, and powered by artificial intelligence, a very powerful tool and one that offers added value to the way we work today. But now tell me, what will be the next video?
That's right. The next video will focus on market analysis, delving into how to interpret and use the SWOT done for both existing and new clients to better analyze the market.
I'm sure I'm going to see him. I would like to get in touch with someone to clarify some more specific questions for our company. Who can I contact?
You can contact our expert Antonio Fresco Navacerrada via LinkedIn. He will guide you through the process and will be able to clarify any other doubts you may have. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to be more informed about how artificial intelligence can help improve sales managers' functions.